All right, what's up, everyone? Coming at you with another little episode of your favorite theme park podcast, Coasters and Bro-Sters. All right, so I am in Orlando today. We're both in Orlando. I landed in Orlando probably like an hour ago. I was in Ohio the past weekend, and we were going to record in person. It just got too late. My flight was delayed 2 hours today. So things didn't quite go as planned, but we still wanted to bring you guys an episode. We missed last week. We just needed a little bit of a break. A lot's been going on. We've been busy, so we're here now. We're doing the old style just this week, but we'll go back to normal next week. But Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good. Been a busy week, but it's good.
Yeah, you been to any parks lately?
Uh, yes, I went to Hollywood Studios. Actually, you were at Hollywood Studios, I believe, on Tuesday last week before you left.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was there that night, and then I
Ah,
saw your videos and was like, dude, we just missed each other. But
yes.
yeah, we saw the wait times were like super low, and so we just got in the car and we decided to go there. Me and Aurora went on Tower of Terror, and that took it was a 13-minute wait. It took us all of 15 minutes to get in line, get off the ride. And then we went on Rock and Roller Coaster, and it took us 25 minutes from the enter of the queue to getting off the ride.
Dang.
Yeah. And then we did the villain show right after, which was great.
We might have actually. Yeah, I was there. I started in Epcot, went over. I parked at Epcot, ate a couple things from the Food and Wine, went over to Studios for just a little bit, and then I think it was like 6 o'clock. Went back to Epcot to get my car. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
literally got there at like 6, so I probably just missed you.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The wait to I did Rock and Roller Coaster, I did Tower of Terror, and then I think I did Rise, Single Rider Line, and then Star Tours.
We were gonna do Rise because when we were walking out, people were lining up for Fantasmic, and the lady in front of us was like, "Rise is only 20 minutes right now," and then we were gonna hustle over there, but Aurora had school the next day, so and I had to go to work early in the morning, so we left.
Yeah, I think when I did Rise Single Rider, when I got in line, I think it was 50 minutes, and then when I got out of line, it was 40 minutes. And then I
Jeez.
did I did Rock and Roller Coaster twice technically, because it was a 20-minute wait.
Yeah, I was
So I waited
super
that,
short.
and then I got out of line, did Single Riders, and then it was even shorter. And then Tower of Terror was at like a 15-minute wait. So yeah, whatever. We had Tuesday wait times were crazy low. It was awesome.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about my Ohio trip a little bit just because it was such a jam-packed weekend. So, first of all, when you fly with Spirit, they make you pay for a bag. I don't like having to pay for a bag, so the past couple times that I've flown, I've just brought a book bag as like a personal item. Well, this time, I think I packed my book bag about 50 pounds worth of stuff in a little JanSport book bag. So technically, I should have paid for a carry-on, but I didn't. So I packed my bag. I took an Uber Thursday morning. I went to MCO. First of all, MCO was dead Thursday morning. I got there, I think at like 7:15, 7:20. Barely anyone in there. It was probably the deadest I've ever seen this airport. So I'm going through TSA. First of all, Zach, does your Florida ID cause you issues when they scan it?
I have not flown since I got a Florida ID.
No. Well, every time I use my Florida ID, when I give it to the TSA agent to check it and then you scan your boarding pass, it just takes them like 3 or 4 tries before they just are like, here, go. Anyway, so that happened, and then I went to go through like the scanner part, put my stuff in there. I like how you don't have to take your shoes off anymore, so that's nice. My stuff goes through it. I get scanned. I go to pick up all my stuff. I see in the bin next to mine is a Nintendo Switch joystick, just a single white one. And it was the guy in front of me. I saw him put his Switch in there. I grabbed I think it's a Joy-Con. I thought he was like standing off this way. I went over to the guy. I was like, "Is this yours?" And he said, "No." Then I gave it to the TSA agent. But I felt bad because the guy lost his Joy-Con. He's probably like freaking out because those things are like $50 for a new pair. So anyway, get to my terminal. The Spirit terminal is like absolutely dead. No one in there. There's like no one around my gate, which is really nice. We get on the plane. I think I have like 30 people on my flight.
Jeez.
It was the greatest flight I think I've ever been on. Whole row to myself. Like I think like the row in front of me was empty, the row behind me was empty, which was super, super nice. So the flight was great. We get there, land fine, go to my dad's house. My little brother has a 8th grade football game. I somehow get volunteered to do the chain gang, so I'm the down marker guy for 8th grade football game, junior high football game. So we're doing that. That's going fine. The people that helped me in the first half were 2 7th grade boys. Had no clue what they were doing. So I'm manning the chain gang for my little brother's 8th grade football game. And then we're like halfway into the second quarter, and one of the opposing coaches, because that's the side that I'm on, is talking. And the voice sounds super familiar. And I was like, I know that voice from somewhere. And then I like look over at him. Do you know Joey Galloway? He played for the Bucks in like the later 90s. He was an Ohio State wide receiver, and then he does a bunch of college football like analysis on ESPN. He was coaching against my little brother's football team. And I like looked at him. He was standing right by me. I go, well, first of all, I called him the wrong name. I called him Kenny Galloway, which it's the same last name, but Kenny Galloway is a receiver that played a couple of years ago for the Lions. I go, are you Kenny Galloway? He goes, Joey. And I go, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Big fan. Shook his hand. An NFL 8th overall pick is coaching against my little brother. Unfortunately, his team gets stomped. Anyway, it was still fun. So I did the chain gang. We get to halftime. The 2 kids that I was doing the chain gang with left. 2 other kids come in to fill in for them. They also have no clue what they're doing. We're like 30 seconds till the third quarter starts. I'm trying to explain to them how to do the chain gang. The rest of the second half, they have no idea what they're doing. I'm trying to direct them. The ref and I are like yelling at them. Anyway, that happened. That was fine. So then, let's see. We're on Friday. We're going to my hometown because my sister gets married on Saturday. Thursday, as I was on my way to the airport, I saw that my hometown was hosting a stand-up comedy competition. Okay. So 2 days notice, I signed up for this competition. Thankfully, I had material written because I've been going to open mics. So I was rehearsing that Friday, rehearsed it a little bit Saturday. We have my sister's wedding. It was a small little wedding. There wasn't a reception afterward. We just got to dinner. I rush home, get changed, go up to my hometown's little new dance hall, compete in this comedy competition. I didn't win, but I killed. I got the most laughs I've ever gotten. I did 5.5 minutes, longest I've ever gone. And honestly, doing stand-up, even if it's open mic, it's only my 3rd time. I act like I'm a full-time comedian here. It is honestly one of the most exhilarating things. Like you get off stage, especially when you get laughs and you know that you did good. Like I got off stage and my heart was like racing. Like I was ready to like go run a marathon or whatever. Anyway, that was fun. Got lots of laughs. I didn't win, but it was still pretty cool. All right, we're going to fast forward. Sunday, we had a family day. That was really nice. My family, my sisters, had our old camcorder from when we were growing up. So, like, we're watching videos for like an hour straight from 2009 of us growing up, Christmas, riding bikes, fighting each other, dance. What's that Wii game that you played? Just Dance videos. Hilarious. Yeah. We're all crying, laughing for like an hour straight. Saturday, it's great. My mom and I come back to Columbus that night. I got my favorite wings in Columbus, Roosters. Shout out to Roosters. I get the dumpster fries, 5 additional hot garlic wings. Amazing food. One of my favorite restaurants in Columbus. I get it every time I go back. Fast forward to this morning, today, I ordered an Uber, $50 Uber, by the way, for like a 20-minute ride from my mom's house to the airport. Scam. But the car was a freaking Lincoln. Some kind of fancy Lincoln. I'd never been in it. It didn't even have a door handle on the outside. I'm like walking up to the Uber, not even knowing how to open the door. It looks like a damn spaceship. Get in the Uber. This is like one of the most fanciest, luxurious cars I've ever been in. Super nice guy. Drove me to the airport. And then this is where like I start to get frustrated because I hate John Glenn International Airport, which is Columbus Airport. It's under construction. The TSA agents suck. They're always understaffed. Food options suck. Terminals suck. It's a small airport. Hate it. So I always do my boarding pass on my phone. So I get in line. First of all, they have a TSA Clear. The TSA Clear line is longer than just the normal standby line. So I actually got through quicker than the TSA Clear did. I get up to the TSA agent. This TSA agent is like younger than me. She's like, you can tell she doesn't give a shit. She's like talking to her friends, the other agent. She's like just blah, 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 off in space, doesn't care what she's doing. I give her my Florida ID. She has a bunch of problems with it. She's like, you need to go see the Spirit counter. Your ID isn't working. And I go, what do you mean? I flew here 3 days ago. What do you mean it's not working? She's like, you need to update your birthday in their system. I was like, what are you talking about, lady? And she's like, you just have to go there. She gave me this little paper saying that, and then I was allowed to cut in line. I go over to Spirit's gate. There's a long line. They have like 2 agents. I get up to them. I hand them the paper that the TSA agent gave me, and the lady working at Spirit goes, our system is down. We can't do anything right now. And I'm like, what do you mean your system? She's like, our system just isn't working today. I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, the TSA agent told me my birthday needs updated in your system, but I just flew here 3 days ago. Why do I need to do this? What's wrong? She's like, I don't know. And I was just like, what? So I just printed my boarding pass because the lady at the TSA agent said I just needed to print one too. So I printed it, walked back to the front of the line, handed my ID to a new TSA agent. She looked like she was a little bit more competent. Scanned my ID a couple times, passed me on through, no issues. What are you talking about? So that was fine. I hate Columbus Airport. It's flying in is fine. Flying out of I hate it. And then I get to my gate. Flight gets delayed 2 hours. That sucked. Get on the plane. It's like 2/3 empty. We take off. Fine. Everything's fine. And then once we were coming into land, and we were kind of coming in a little bit hot. And we were like coming in, and we were like swaying a little bit, like up and down. And I was like, oh shit. We land. We smack the ground. I yell, damn! Like extremely loud, just out of instinct. And it's probably one of the rougher landings I've experienced in a long time. But I don't know what those pilots were, if they were drinking or something before, but we smoked the ground. And then we got to our gate. We sat at the gate for like 10 minutes. They wouldn't open the door. So we're all just sitting there, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for them to open the door. Finally got off the plane. I was starving. I got Panda Express at MCO, airport food, ridiculously overpriced. And then I paid another $50 Uber for another 20-minute ride home from MCO. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm home now. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to just be able to relax the rest of the evening, but it was one of the craziest weekends. Like just go the entire time. So glad to be back in Orlando, but that was my weekend in a nutshell. And I found out MCO has a chapel. I saw it when I got out of the little people mover thing. I didn't know that. It was kind of cool. I took a picture of it. It was pretty sweet.
Is it the really small one?
I think yeah. It's literally just like a little room with
looks like a closet.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like here I have.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah,
in
it's
there
kind of
before.
cool. I thought it was cool that they had that in there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but MCO's food overpriced, and the quality wasn't honestly all that great either. But I was starving and I needed to eat something. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was a lot.
Sounds fun.
I had a lot
of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was great to see my family and my nephews, and I saw my grandma and my aunt, and my sister got married. She looked great. It was a great day. But man, you go back to hometown, I'm sure you know, like it's just go. You try to see as many people as you can. I usually always go back for a special occasion, so there's always something revolving the trip. But here we are. We're back in Florida, so back to my routine tomorrow. So yeah, that's good. I tried some food when I was at Epcot the other day. First thing was the Euro from the Greek booth. I haven't met
the new one over by. But was it the Euro at the Greek booth, or was it the? Did you try the new one that was like Euros of the Galaxy or whatever it is?
No, this one was at the Greek booth by in between France
and America.
France and Morocco. Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty good. And something I did notice about Food and Wine compared to like Universal's, like Mardi Gras or HHN, at Food and Wine, you get a nice portion for your price. Like, I didn't pay more than $7 for a food and wine festival item, but you go to HHN, you're going to be paying like 12, $15 for like the same portion or even smaller. So I was very happy with the portion sizes that I got at Food and Wine. So I give Disney a heads up on that, and a thumbs up. And I had no bad food item. So the Euro was really good. Very happy with that. And then I got the braised beef from.
Oh, over by the Land Pavilion.
Yeah, it's in the Belgium one. It's on that side of the World Showcase. That was really good. It's like a mashed potato beef, like topped with a gravy. Really good. Really
Wait,
good.
is it the one that's over by Figment?
No, this one was in the Belgium food booth. I think that one's in between.
The one over by Figment and the Land Pavilion, they have like a braised beef on like polenta with vegetables. Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
No, that does sound really good. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that, and then that was a nice portion size as well. And I like how the food, you get like fresh food here. Like, it's actually like good quality as well as being a nice portion size. And then I got those two items, and then I was like, okay, I need something sweet now to kind of offset it. Went to the Germany booth and got the apple strudel with the vanilla sauce. Tastes just like an apple pie with like some melted ice cream. Really good. And it was a nice chunk of strudel. So that was a really good, really good food item as well. Really like an apple pie. I was very pleased with it. I want to go back and I want to try some other things. There were some food items at Mexico that I wanted to try that sound really good. But I was very happy with what I had. Very, very happy.
I definitely want to try the Mexico booth. Yeah, we did. We tried. I mean, it was like the beef one that I was talking about. I think that's like a braised beef, a red wine braised beef with polenta and garden vegetables, and it was that one was probably one of my favorite things. What else did we try? I've had the wings, of course. I've had those a couple
we had the
times.
wings.
Did the fry flight, basic stuff. Trying to think of what else we did last time we were there. So we just walked around. The lines were so long last time we were at Epcot. We just walked around World Showcase and tried food because we were just like, I'm not waiting an hour. Test Track was literally 2.5 hours last time we were there, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's insane. Trying to think of some other ones that we tried. I think Canada. I think the girls tried the steak over there, which
Oh yeah.
y'all got to stop over glazing that because it is not that good. For $10, everyone's like, "Oh, this is the best thing you can get." Every single time I've had it the last 3 years, it has been so chewy. It is not worth the $10, in my opinion.
Really?
You know, it's just everybody trying to glaze Disney to hopefully get invited to their taste test next year. It wasn't that great. I also got the griddled cheese over at the Grease Pavilion.
Yeah, how was
That is,
that?
I get that every year. That's one of my favorite things. The
Okay.
griddled cheese with the pistachios and the honey. That is really good. That's all I've tried so far. I haven't been to Epcot that much. I've been we went to Epcot for a really long time. Like that was the only park we were going to. And now went to Animal Kingdom a couple weeks ago and then Hollywood Studios last couple times. I need to go back to Magic Kingdom, but I need to go back to Epcot and try a few more things for Food and Wine before it's done. In my opinion, Food and Wine is so overhyped, it's not even funny.
Oh, and it gets so crowded there. When I was there on Wednesday, I just kept thinking to myself, like, Food and Wine, where the line for the food booths are longer than the line for the rides.
Yeah,
It's the lines get
like
crazy.
some of the food is good and all that, but I literally see people who base their trip around that festival alone. I'm like, it's not that good. Like, there's just as good of food options at Flower and Garden Festival, and my favorite is Festival of the Holidays. I love the food during Festival of the Holidays. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
To
a
me,
good
it's
eye
just
on
overhyped.
No, I get it. Did you like that little shout out I gave you on the Living with the Land video?
It's ridiculous. ridiculous.
So in case anyone's wondering, I went to Epcot the other day, and I hadn't ridden Living with the Land since I moved back. So I went there to ride Living with the Land, made a video about it, gave Jeremy a shout out. I knew he was gonna be thinking. I knew he was gonna make a
The
comment or something
second
about
the
that.
video started, I was literally gonna comment, and I had my comment ready, and then I heard you say my name, and I was like, yeah.
Funny on that ride, so I was in second to last boat, third to last boat. There was a guy in the very last boat, so 2 rows behind me. As soon as we get on the ride, he takes a phone call. And this guy, not quiet. So the scene where you have the waterfalls in the rainforest, the scene where you have the prairies, the scene where you have the house and the dog, and then into that scene where it has the screens, this dude is like almost shouting. I think it's his brother. And there was a mother and daughter in front of me. We're like periodically looking back, giving this guy looks. I locked eyes with him like twice, thinking, okay, maybe he'll get the hint. Right before we get to the scene with like the big greenhouse, I turn around and go, "Sir, we're trying to enjoy the ride. Like, do you mind?" He goes, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "All right, Jim, I gotta go. I'm bothering people here." He hangs up, and he goes, and then he tries to talk to me the rest of the ride. "Sir, I'm sorry about that. I'm just so sorry." I'm like, "It's okay. It's all right." He's like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" I'm like, "Dude, I just asked you to get off the phone because you're talking extremely loud and you want to have a conversation with me 2 rows back. Shut up." So I tried to be as nice as I could, but like, just try not to like really engage. I'm trying to be in short with him, but like, dude, you're on Living with the Land. Why are you taking a phone call? And then if I'm giving you looks, people in front of me are giving you looks. Maybe let's use our brains here a little bit and put the phone down. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about that ride. Like, I know that ride, to me, the ride is super boring. But why do people always feel the need to be on their phone the whole time? Like, I've had that happen. Or whoever streams that ride. Like, I went through it, and there was like stream after stream after stream the other day, and it was all people going on Living with the Land. And they were all talking the entire flippin' ride. And some of them are big name people that y'all know. And I'm like, okay, for real? Like, you're gonna talk the whole time to your chat while you're on a ride? Like, that's insane to me that you do that when there's other people on the ride. Ah, it's insane. Like, I
Like
get the
any
ride
ride.
is not exciting, but any ride, like, why are you sitting there talking the whole ride? There are other people there. It makes no sense to me.
I agree. I
It's like
agree.
if you were on Small World
Is
doing
that-
that. You're not
the
gonna.
fact,
Come on.
the fact that I told this guy, "Hey, would you mind?" And then he's like trying to have a conversation. Like, dude, shut up in the nicest way possible. Please, shut up.
We had
Some
somebody
people,
when we were
man.
last
Some people
the
just
last
don't.
time we were at Epcot, we went on Figment, and like, I've been on that ride a million times. So when I'm riding it, I'm basically just doing it just to rest my feet and to relax. And we had kids with us, so they're all enjoying it. I'm just sitting there. Right behind me, somebody is talking the entire ride and starts singing the song at the top of their lungs. Like, I'm not just talking like,
What ride is
going
this?
along with it, barely here. Figment. So as
Hmm.
soon as Figment starts singing his song, they're singing every word for word, at the top of their freaking lungs. And it got to the point where they literally stopped the ride. Oh, another thing. That reminds me. I don't know why this blanked on me earlier. When I was at Hollywood Studios the other day, I was in line for Rock and Roller Coaster, and we could have gotten in and out of there in 15 minutes, not 25 minutes, in 15 minutes. 3 cars in front of us that stopped, and the cast member said, "Put your phones away," over the loudspeaker. The first one, they said it 5
Oh
times,
snap!
and a cast member came out, literally pointed the person out and said, "Put your phone away right now, or we're gonna take you off the ride." And the guy did not listen. He kept his phone out. Then they said, "Okay, sir." Then another guy came out. He said, "Sir, if you're not going to put your phone away, we are going to stop the ride and we're going to evacuate you and your whole party off of the ride right now." Then he finally puts his phone away, and as they're getting ready to launch, he tries to pull it out again. And then they literally told him one last time, "Put it away, or we're put it away or we're going to evacuate everyone off the ride. Okay, he puts his phone away. They go through the ride. Then the next train up, same thing. They said, put your phones away. You cannot record on this
Oh my
ride.
Lord.
Somebody puts their phone away. Then another person in front of them pulls their phone out. Said, you guys cannot record on the ride. Put your phones away. They take it out. They put it away. Then they go off. Then the car in front of us, 3 people pulled their phones out. The car right in front of us. And like I don't know what's been going on with me lately, but whenever I have the
Jeez Louise.
over the shoulder restraints, if I'm sitting in it for too long and I feel like it's too tight, I start to feel claustrophobic because I just feel like I can't move. Because I'm
Oh,
like I have
yeah,
this
rightfully.
this much space, I have this much space in front of me, but my shoulders are touching it, and it's like stuck there. And I like raised my hand like 3 times to tell the cast member, can you like undo it so I can loosen it just a tad? And they ignored me and just shot the ride off. And so the whole time I'm like sitting down, like pushing it up. But I was just like the
Mm.
whole ride, I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with people? When you're told to put your phone away, why 3 cars in a row when you're watching this? Why are you pulling your phone out? It's dark in there, first of all. You're gonna not see much of anything minus the light up trees. And third, like those people should be banned from the park if they're not gonna listen. Like if they have to tell you 3 times and are threatening to evacuate you and your whole
You
party,
gotta
and
listen.
you still pull your phone out, get them out of the park. I don't care how much you paid. You guys realize that when you pay for a ticket, you're signing a contract that you're going to follow the rules at the park. Like, come on, use common sense. What if you were, and those would probably be the people who would
Hmm.
take their phone out, ride it, go over the loop, drop their phone, lose it, and then try to get something free out of it. I lost my phone. Give me some free lightning lanes, that kind of thing. And it's like, we told you not to have your phone out, you idiot. But it's just getting out of control, the amount of people I see that are breaking rules. How many videos I've seen lately, too, with people recording on Space Mountain? There's literally a sign 3 times through the queues telling you not to bring your phone out. If I see another one, I'm gonna start reporting these people to Disney myself. Like, come on. Like, that's why we can't have these things. Because y'all can't listen to rules.
Yeah, it's like Space Mountain. What the hell are you gonna see? You can't. You don't see anything on
It's
Space Mountain.
dark. It's dark. Like,
It's
you're
dark
not
as
gonna
hell.
see
You don't
anything.
see anything.
Plus, with the amount of turns and like
But
the
going
random
back
little
to,
drops. Yeah, go ahead.
hmm going back to Rock and Roller Coaster, that ride is like if you have a bag, it's tough to get into with a book bag. Like trying to put your book bag down by your feet, and then the ride you have to like step down into. Then you have the
Yeah.
lap bar overhanging on top of the seat, so you're like bent over trying to step down, put a huge book bag at your feet, and then like straddle it with your feet. That is one of the more difficult rides to get into
Yeah,
with
it
a
is.
bag, I will say. And then getting
It
out is
really
like
is.
equally as difficult because you have to step up. You have the lap bar. If you don't bend over enough, you're going to hit it, and you have to step up and out of the vehicle. But I've ridden that ride a lot lately, believe it or not.
I'm riding it as much as I
Just about every
can
time I go
before
to
we
Hollywood
ruin it.
Studios these days. Right, right.
Because as soon as it turns Muppets, I'm
The
probably
other
never
day I
gonna
did.
ride it again.
What's the song gonna be? What's the sound gonna be on the ride? That's what I'm
Probably
curious
some
about.
stupid Muppet song. I have no idea. I'm just
Some
like
stupid Muppet song, he says.
it's
Some
probably
stupid Muppet song.
it's probably gonna be some stupid song with Kermit
That's
singing, and
funny.
everyone's get out of here with
Some
that Muppet garbage.
stupid Muppet song. That is hilarious. Some stupid Muppet song. But I did Star Tours the other day, and as I was exiting the ride, okay, the most bizarre thing. I heard a little British kid with his family. He was like spazzing out because of how happy he was. And I don't know if this is like a British saying or if it's something British people say. But this kid, while exiting Star Tours, said, "I'm so happy I would chop my head off." Let me reread that. I'm so happy, I'm so happy I could chop my head off. I'm so happy. Is that a British thing to say? A kid
Probably
exiting Star
just
Tours. I'm so happy I could chop my head off.
probably just some stupid saying that kids in this new generation say because they play all these Minecraft and stupid games. Like,
I heard that.
jeez Louise.
I I heard that, and I immediately whipped my head around. I was like, what did you just say? I had to write it down in my notes because it was such a. I was. I'm still dumbfounded by it, as you can tell. It's just an insane thing to say as
I
a
mean, at
little
least
kid
he
getting off
liked
Star
it.
Tours. I was the rebel spy. I was the rebel spy the other day.
Did you get a picture of it?
True story. Third row. No, I didn't. I didn't have time. But I was the rebel spy. It's the second time in my life I've been the rebel spy. It was kind of cool. But I had no one to even prove it to because went solo. So you got to take my word for it.
All right.
True story. True story.
Okay.
True story.
All
Also,
right.
the other day I was at Universal. What, you don't believe me?
I don't know. No picture, no proof.
What? Wow. Doesn't even believe me. Why would I lie about it?
Because you were so happy
Anyway,
you chopped
the
your
other
head
day
off.
is last week before I was so happy I was a rebel spy I could chop my head off. Crazy. Um,
Uh,
this happened the other day at Universal. I was walking in to studios underneath the arches. Kid you not. There were two blind people, arm in arm, linked with their canes, walking into Universal. And all I could think about was the saying, the blind are leading the blind. I was trying so hard to contain my laughter at the sight of this. I was thinking about taking a picture. I didn't because I wanted to respect their privacy. But I kid you not, two blind people holding each other's arms, walking into Universal Studios, and all I could think about was the blind are leading the blind. Hilarious, as I think to myself. Maybe not so much as I say it out loud, but it was funny in the moment. You had to be there. It's one of those had to be there moments.
oh boy.
You just had to be there.
Actually, speaking of Universal Studios, when we were at Hollywood Studios, I kid you not, me and Kendra are walking with Aurora to go out of the villain show. And when you're walking past Rock and Roller Coaster, they have like those little booths, and then there's like benches up against the wall right under the archway that says Rock and Roller Coaster. We look
Mm-hmm.
over, and there's a family, and they're like, "Man, we've done everything today." The girl pulls her phone out, shows her parents a picture of Hogsmeade, not Hogsmeade. She shows a picture of the train from Hogsmeade to Universal Studios and says, "We've done everything except for this train. Where is this train? I need to ride this train. I love Harry Potter." And I verbally laughed and said, "Wrong park," and just kept walking.
Poor girl.
Literally,
Poor girl.
he literally pulled up the Universal Studios app while you're at Disney. He said, "We've done everything but this train." Ah,
Poor girl. Oh my gosh.
uh,
Here, her day was ruined when they asked a cast member, "Where's the Hogwarts Express?" And she had to be the one to break the bad news. Sorry, you're about 25 minutes away
ah.
down I-4. Sorry, sweetheart, you're not riding that today.
Oh gosh.
That's the worst. The absolute worst. A couple years ago, I'll never forget this. Family was walking into Universal Studios, and the kid was like, "I can't wait to ride Jaws." They didn't know Jaws wasn't there anymore. They're going to walk all the way back there not even be able to find Diagon Alley through the brick wall, and they're gonna be looking for Jaws, and their grandma's gonna be, I knew it was right here. It used to be right here. I know it, and they're just never gonna find it.
Never gonna find it.
Never gonna find it unless you go to like Universal Japan. You hear such
Yes.
crazy things at these theme parks. Like
Yes.
people that are just like average Disney and Universal fans, they just don't realize like
Not the
what's
same.
changed. They don't keep up to date with the park changes and stuff. Then they come here expecting it to be the same, and they're like, "Wait, where's Twister? Wait, where's Disaster? Why isn't Jaws here? Where's Splash Mountain?" And it's like, yeah, you're about, I don't know, 12 years too late. Sorry. You can go to Japan if you want to ride Jaws. Is there anything else going on at the parks? Food and wine. HHN is still going on. All the Stardust Racers crap is still going on. Not crap, but
I think
that
the end of the
lawsuit.
month. I think the end of the month, Spaceship Earth reopens at Epcot.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I think the 25th or something like that is when uh, it reopens to everybody. So that'll be good. I don't really know what all they did. I'm hoping that it's just a refresh, but you never know. And they got all this other crap going on. So that's part of why I have not been going to Magic Kingdom. It's just it's hard for me to look at it and see just walls and construction going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's ugly.
Big Thunder, like I miss Big Thunder Mountain so much. I miss riding that at night. I miss that ride so much. There's like I really like Tiana's just doesn't do it for me. So that ride I can ride like once every 6 months and I'm fine. Um, so that part of the park just doesn't appeal to me. So I've not been going to Magic Kingdom because it's just like, what is there to do? I
Yeah.
don't care to watch this nighttime parade. I've been there, I've done that. It's not fun to watch all the time. It's okay. I love Happily Ever After, but I'm not waiting in those crowds right now. I don't know. I'm just like we took a week off with me and Chandler took a week off, and we literally both said we're burned out. I have been burned out from theme parks for the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Even before I stopped streaming, I was getting so burned out, and it just gets so stale. Uh, and it sounds very first world problem-y because we live down here, we get to go to the parks, but when you're a content creator, it gets a little boring when there's not much to talk about. You got to come up with stuff off the top of your head to try and make videos on, and it's
Yeah.
just
This is a nice part of the year because I feel like I've been talking about HHN for the past like 2 months, and now I haven't been HHN in a couple of days, maybe like a week or so now. So I think I'll be ready to go back on Wednesday. But it's like, how much really can you make this so many videos about HHN? It's like, but then once HHN is over, we'll like transition over to Christmas, and then like it'll be New Year's, and then we'll get into Mardi Gras. So it's like, yeah, maybe right now, like end of summer into like beginning of November, it's kind of like all the same stuff, like when Food and Wine starts, and then there's nothing really Christmassy yet, and like, or if you go to Mickey's Not So Scary, but you have to pay for that. And it's like, yeah, maybe right now is a little bit of a slow season. Yeah, it's kind of homogenous with everything just being so repetitive. So yeah, I
yeah,
mean that's why it was nice to go back to Ohio, like just to take a break from the parks. Like I really wasn't on TikTok a whole lot, not on social media a whole lot. So like that was nice just to kind of put that away. And then now I'm here, I'm back. It's like, all right, I feel like a little bit better mentally. Like I can go to the parks again. I think I'll be okay. But yeah, like I was there. I think I was just there so much. So like I just need to like a break and having to
yeah,
like. I think if the theme parks didn't have like the parking and the security stuff that you have to go through before you get in, I would be more inclined to go. But like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go through security. I don't want to have to park my car. I don't want to walk to the front gate. I just want to deal with all that, especially Universal's and like it's like their parking situation. Sometimes it's just like a pain in the ass, like
I
with
agree.
security and then having to walk
I
through City Hall.
agree.
It sounds
The
very
one
first
thing
world problem-y,
I
but it's like that's the part about going to the parks I don't like. I don't like having to park, walk all the way up to security, going through security, scanning my tickets. Like if I could just skip all that, that'd be like the perfect park day. And then
yeah,
like if you have to go to Magic Kingdom, 40 minutes it's going to take you the time you park your car to get into the damn park.
Yeah, yeah. But also being a content creator or a streamer, when you go in, you're not just bringing yourself. You also have to remember to
Yeah.
bring all your battery packs, all your cords, your gimbal if you're going to use it, all that kind of stuff. You got to remember to bring, plus ponchos or umbrellas and all this. So you're carrying like, I get a lot of people who are down here on vacation are carrying backpacks and stuff like that, but I got to give kudos to a lot of these people who go out every single day because I don't know how they do it. I got so tired of doing it. Like literally every day when your back is just drenched from sweat because you
I
have a
hate the back
backpack
sweat.
on. It's awful. You're just constantly sweating. And then, like, I remember all the times that I have to be, all right, guys, I got to pause for a second. I got to change my battery pack. It's like, holy crap, this is so annoying. Then I'm having
Mm.
like those little pockets on the side of the backpack. Both of them have battery packs in it with cords hanging out. You're just walking around
Yeah.
looking like a loon. Then you
Oh, yeah.
pull out your gimbal and all that kind of stuff. So people who do it, that's good on you. I had a conversation with another person who makes content on here. Um, didn't know why I stopped streaming, so he messaged me and asked me, and so I gave him a little rundown on it, and I was just like, in all honesty, like even if I was, like I can go live again, I have that ability. Even if I wanted to, I just don't have like even if I, it's not that I want to. I'm just saying like even if I had that ability to do it again, I don't think I would want to again. I just don't think I could put myself through that. It was a lot of like I walked a lot, but it's a lot. It's really like, it mentally draining, and I don't think people realize that.
Streaming for me lately just isn't fun anymore.
It's
Like
it's
I
not.
don't like to stream anymore. I like to make videos. I love making videos, but I just having to like stream. It's just not. I don't know. It's not what it used to be for me anymore.
No.
If I don't stream as nearly as much as I used to before I moved. Honestly, that's fine with me. I much prefer to make videos and post videos. I enjoy that more than streaming by far.
Oh, absolutely. Plus making videos and stuff like that, there's a higher chance of monetizing and making
Hmm.
it more worth your time and your effort than streaming. Because unless you're a streamer that's like, hitting the gift grind hard, which even now it's like TikTok is getting so down to it when they're begging for gifts and not wanting them to do that anymore, which I get. It's kind of pointless to force people to gift you and then you just, it's stupid. But like,
Well,
man,
Tik
the
TikTok
videos, the videos
TikTok
take
doesn't
so
even
much
push
less
my lives
time.
anymore.
What's that?
TikTok doesn't even push out my lives anymore. So it's like I'll stream for 2 hours and have an average of like 50 viewers. It's like it's not worth my time. Just walk around 2 hours, talk to myself, and then like every so often get someone to comment. It's just not worth it anymore for me.
I know it's like what they're trying to do is, oh, you used to stream, well, let's get back to streaming every single day, and then we'll pump you out again. It's like
No, I don't. I'm
I
not
don't have
wasting my
time
time.
for that. I don't have time to go every day. I don't want to stream from home. I used to do that. I would stream from home. I would stream at the parks. I would do nighttime spectaculars. I would do a whole morning stream. I would do a full day streams. I would do these park challenges and go from park to park to park to park. It's so mentally draining. And then, like, people may not understand this, but you would because you used to stream. Anybody else who streamed would understand this. It doesn't matter if you have 50 people or 500 people in there. You're on stage. You're a performer at that
Yep.
point. You have to entertain these people. But at the same time, when you're looking at it from a perspective of you're trying to grow your audience, seeing 50 people when you have 50,000 followers is like, why am I wasting my time?
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's not because you don't like your community. Like people don't get that. It's not that you don't like your community. It's the fact that you're trying to grow your audience, grow your community, and get somewhere with that app. But they don't want to pump you out because you're not giving them more
False.
money.
Yeah. No. No, I get it. I mean, it's just how TikTok is. And like I said, if I'm going live for 2 hours and the app isn't doing anything to help me, then I'm not going to do it. It's wasting my time. I'm getting way more results and benefits from posting videos more frequently than streaming. So that if that's what's working for me now, that's what I'll do. If streaming one day just takes off and I'm getting lots of viewers again, maybe I'll do it more. But for right now, I'm focusing on posting videos every day and not as much streaming. And I'm
Well, the
seeing
hard
good
thing
results
is,
out of it.
absolutely. I mean, your videos pop off a lot, and that's great. And then streaming wise, it's just like the platforms are all so different. They're so different. TikTok used to be the one where you could go on and instantly you'd have 100 people in your stream.
Hmm.
And now it's like, what's the point if you're not going to pump it out? It's like you guys are punishing people for not being on there consistently or giving you money. But then YouTube, you can get more viewers based on the amount of subscribers you get to your channel. So when you first start out, you can only have like 10 people watch and they can only be subscribers. Then you get to a certain point, and then it can be 50 people can watch that are not just subscribers. Then it can go up higher. Then you get into the unlimited amount once you get to a certain point. And that's when you can really start to like monetize yourself as a content creator, as a streamer. But that point, it is so hard to get to. I see people that go and they'll stream 8, 9 hours a day just to grind to get to that point. But my gosh, if you're at Disney or Universal or anywhere streaming for 8 to 9 hours a day, that's a full-time freaking job where you're literally nonstop talking, showing people stuff that they want to see. It just gets really stale too because when you go, it's like we're there. Like I used to go to Magic Kingdom every Monday. I called it Magic Mondays. I would always go to Magic Kingdom. I'd always watch Happily Ever After. I got so tired of riding the same flippin' rides and the
Hmm.
same people wanting me to do the same things, and then new people would show up and say, "Hey, did you just get off of this? Can you go back on it?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like I just got done with it." But these people, they don't realize what's going on behind the camera. It's like, I'm not going to go stand in another 30-minute line because the
Hmm.
second I do that, you guys are going to dip out of the stream. The amount of times that I would have like I would get done with Happily Ever After. I'd have 1,000 people watch Happily Ever After. I had that happen so many weeks in a row. And it was like people knew that on Mondays you could go to my channel, you could watch Happily Ever After. Then I'd get done with that. Then I would go ride rides. Well, if I got stuck in a line or I went into a spot that even lost reception for a split second, you go from 1,000 people down to like 80 people. And it's like, listen, like you guys are the ones who told me to go do this, and now you're all bailing to go find somebody else to watch because you're impatient. And it's like, I'm not going to do it. It's just not, it wasn't fun.
Yeah. Overall, and YouTube has way more long-term potential than TikTok. I
Oh,
really feel
yeah.
like TikTok any day could just go dark and then you're just out all that hard work. I mean, YouTube has a lot of long-term security. YouTube will always be around. And there's YouTube is much more of a grind. It's a lot of upfront work with very little notice or success. It's very hard to get subscribers. But if you do it right and you stay at it, I mean, if you see your YouTube account grow, I mean, there's people that have made like livings and careers and have been very successful off YouTube. So kind of what I'm trying to do now. So if you're listening or watching, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to post videos at least once a week. I mean, yeah, I've had a couple videos do decently well, I think, for my standards. But it's just getting people to hit that subscribe button has been the toughest challenge.
Have you been posting your TikToks as shorts on YouTube as well?
I try to do like one of those a week too, yeah, if I can
I
remember.
would just do it anytime that you post one on TikTok, do it on YouTube Shorts because
Immediately
I
put it up
started
there.
having a few of them that would just like pop off on there. And literally, they have two different monetization on YouTube. You can monetize off long form content, you can monetize off of shorts. It's
Mm,
completely separate. And once you get to a certain point on shorts, you can make good money. Like my nephew, who has 4 million followers on TikTok, he makes more money off of his YouTube and he's got way less subscribers than he has followers on TikTok. But the
gotcha.
payout on there is just insane how much more money you can make on there. And yeah, I get people are like, I don't want to make money. I didn't want to make money. I wasn't doing it to make money. But at the same time, with the amount of effort and the amount of time and the amount of resources you put into doing content, you do want to see a little bit of a payout for it because otherwise you're putting in 40 hours a week to make nothing.
Yeah.
What's the point in it? And anybody who says that they're not trying to make monetization off of any of it at any point, they're not being 100% transparent because everybody wants to make money off of being a content creator.
Every single person does.
Anybody who says that they don't,
Is
you may
lying.
not want to by asking for money because asking is like the equivalent of digital panhandling, and you could just stand out on the corner and ask for money as well, and you probably make just as much. But when you're able to do it off of views and the platform is paying you, that's like way more rewarding, and I think that that's a bigger payout in the long run. That's why you have people who can make these kind of things into a career, is because then it's no longer, oh, I gotta hit a certain point. Like Adam the Woo. I don't know if you've ever watched
Oh
him.
yeah, yeah.
Adam the Woo. I've met him a few times. Really nice guy. I like him. He doesn't have to post like he used to do Patreon. He used to do all this other stuff. Like a year ago, I was watching a video of him at Celebration. He was getting his coffee, and then he was reminding people, "Hey, just so you guys know, the Patreon is no longer around. I don't need to ask you guys to do Patreon anymore. I'm making enough money for my entire living off of views on YouTube. I don't have to do that." And my whole
Hmm.
thought was like, that is where everyone should aim to be at. No
Yeah.
more of this, I need you to sign up for Patreon and like TikTok changed their whole subscriber thing, so now you're paying $10 a month compared to $3 a month. If you want to be, what are they calling it now, a super fan instead of a
Yeah.
subscriber. To me, it's just that was just a cheap way of TikTok to get some more cash there flow their way. But if you have somebody who's asking you to be on Patreon, asking you to subscribe to them, asking you to subscribe on any other platform just to get content, to me that's just like, okay, that's a little excessive. You're not really doing anything that's out of the ordinary. Why should they be paying you on three different platforms just for you to go and have fun
Yeah.
at the parks?
If I don't mind Patreon for like podcasts because you're like I'm subscribed to a Patreon for a podcast that I like, but I'm getting an hour's worth of content a week. I'm not getting like an extra five TikToks for like 5 minutes worth of content per month.
Yeah.
So I don't hate Patreon in certain circumstances, but
Oh, I
like
agree. I agree.
if the content to you just has to be worth it in my opinion. But I mean, there's some creators I'm sure who don't hold up their end of the bargain and are just trying to collect extra cash from you. But I think if the content is good, it's good quality, and you feel like you're not getting scammed, sure. But I'm sure there are some that aren't doing that, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I get Patreon, and I looked into it even when I was doing TikTok and stuff, just because it's like a different way for you to do that without asking people to subscribe or send gifts on TikTok. But at the
Hmm.
same time, Patreon can be very beneficial. I was subscribed to a Patreon for um, some guy that was on YouTube, did like health and fitness stuff, and I subscribed to his Patreon for like a year. And I felt like I got my money's worth though, because I got like the Patreon people got like example food prep stuff and got, recipes, but also got extra videos that were not shown on the YouTube. They were only for the Patreon people, which I think is great.
Hmm.
If you're offering a service, then yes, that's totally fine. But people who are like, hey, I'm streaming at the parks, TikTok's taking away my money,
I know who you're
go
talking about.
Patreon.
I know who you're talking about.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
That is shady. That's
it is
shady.
super
Asking people
shady.
to subscribe on Patreon instead of TikTok because the TikTok subscription price raise is shady work. And I know who that is that's doing it. I think if you watch any Disney creators right now, and if you're invested in that world, you'll know shady person, not a good person. But
Yeah.
we're not anyone to judge, and we're not going to sit here and talk bad about people or name anyone. But we'll leave it at that. I've said my piece.
Now, overall, I just think that if you have a content creator that you really value, uh, what they do is provide some sort of service, then I do believe that they deserve to be monetized, especially if they do a great job. And there's a lot of creators out there who do a fantastic job bringing
Sure.
information. Like there's some that I follow that I get information about Disney before I even find it on the internet. And I'm like, I don't know how you knew that so fast, But man, I am sure glad I found that video because now I know. And give out sneak peeks and stuff like that. And it's great. I think those type of people definitely, definitely, definitely deserve. But if you're just being lazy and you just try expecting people to pay you to go to the parks, then I don't know about that. But
And honestly, the biggest way to support any creator is not even sending them money. It's literally
no,
hitting the follow button, hitting the like button, leaving a comment, subscribing. Those are the
watch
biggest ways.
the
And watch the
videos.
videos.
Don't
Watch
just
them.
scroll past it. Watch the videos. Like I go on my friends on TikTok and will literally go through and start liking like every single video because they're your friend on there. They're people that obviously you follow that you like. So if you follow people, you should just go over to your friends or your following and just start scrolling and start liking their stuff. Because if you follow them, that's the best way to support them is to write a comment, share the video, like the video, save the video, and stuff like that. And like TikTok makes it
Literally.
really easy. You can literally put a video on your story and people can see it that way and then go to that person's page. Like it's that easy.
Yeah. It is the easiest way. And it's free. So if you don't want to
And
spend
it's free.
if you don't want to send money to a creator, if you don't want to subscribe to them on TikTok, literally just like the video, watch it, comment, repost it, share it, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, follow on Instagram. Free, easy ways, takes 5 seconds to support your favorite creators. And that's going to do more, honestly, in my opinion, than sending them $5. Like, that's going to have more long-term effects than just sending them a quick little, like, check or subscribing on TikTok or subscribing to a Patreon.
Absolutely.
It's going to, yeah, that's my case. I always tell people, don't even send me money. Don't buy me anything. Please just like the videos, share them, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like that's the easiest ways to support me. That's all I ask for. So if you like the
Absolutely.
videos, you like me, please help. All the support is greatly appreciated. Um, well, I think let's see if we can ramble on for 3 more minutes. Um, Ohio, my hometown's going through a drought apparently. My grandma
Really?
told me, my sister told me, and my brother-in-law told me it hasn't rained there in like 3 months. It's like a severe drought. And I come from a farm town, so all the farmers are like freaking out about this year's yield. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Jeez.
Yeah, 3 months no
Three
rain, and then
months.
and then they're like, Chandler, how often's rain there? I'm like, just
Every
about every
day.
day. It's just about every day,
We're
just about
almost
every
past
afternoon.
that. I'm so excited for next month.
Yeah,
That's
I
like when
landed.
the
It was like
rain stops.
77 degrees.
I'm literally
I
been
will
wearing a
say,
sweatshirt all day today. Once it hits 80
yeah.
degrees, I'm wearing long sleeves, baby. Like
Mhm.
it's nice out.
Yeah. Woke up this morning. I think it was like 65 out, and then last night it got down to like 65. Felt real nice. Very much a fan of that. And the leaves were starting to change, so I got like the first glimpse of like that subtle leaf changing fall time of year. So that was kind of nice too to see. So I'm
If I
so
didn't
ready
have to
for it to
work
cool
so
down.
much, if I didn't have to work so much, we were gonna go either to South Carolina or go back to Oregon for Halloween.
Uh,
But I think we're like normally we fly back to Oregon for Christmas and go see family. We're not going this year. This is
not
the
this
first
year.
year since we've moved to Florida that we're not gonna go home for Christmas.
You sad about
Flight
it?
prices have just, am I sad about it? No,
No.
honestly. Like, I mean, I love my
Save a couple
family
thousand
that's over
dollars.
there. I love them, but the price of the flying during the holidays has gotten way out of hand, and it's not a short flight. It's across the country, so it's expensive.
Right.
So, I mean, this year I think we're gonna save some money, and we're gonna instead of going and flying there, I think we're gonna try and do a cruise this year.
Ooh.
So we might. I don't think we're gonna do it for Christmas, but we might do it like end of winter, maybe in January. We'll see. We're trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's gonna be sad not seeing the leaves change, but I honestly could care less. I get to be in sunshine even when everyone's at home.
I know, dude. I'm so ready for it to just start being cool consistently. Like, let's see. Let's look at the weather. Um,
It's like
85,
80s.
87, 84, 82, 80, 81. That's like nice. That's going to be really
That's nice. That's
nice.
really nice. And then next month it's going to drop down. It'll be in the 70s and the 60s.
Mm-hmm. It'd be
And
nice.
I'm
Like,
hoping we might have some family come visit for Thanksgiving. If we do, I'm actually going to take them to the beach.
ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
So, like
Yeah, that'd be
y'all
really fun.
usually have to stay inside in the rain and the cold, and it gets really, really cold over there. But this year, you guys can sit out on the beach. We can go in the
Mhm.
water. We can hang out. It'll be fun.
Instead of a snowman, you can build a sandman.
Absolutely.
Like, as one of these, the badang ting. Might be this one. Applause. There we go. We'll take the applause. What's the rim shot? All right.
There
So
it
whoever,
is. There it is.
I can't hear any of these. So if you, I'll listen back and I'll
I
just hear
heard it. That
a bunch
was.
of random. You can hear them. That's funny. All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap up this week's episode. Next week, we'll be back in person. Today, just my flight being delayed as much as it was, it's just easier to do it this way. So we appreciate your understanding. Please like any videos you see. Please subscribe. Please follow us wherever you're listening. Go follow us on Instagram and TikTok. It's the same username, Coasters and Bro-Sters. Follow Jeremy and I on TikTok and stuff. Swear Bro, or I think it's a brother Noel at the moment.
Yeah.
And then Theme Parker. Just yeah, if you have any topics you want us to discuss, send us a DM. If you have any guests you want us to have on, let us know, and we'll do our best to get them on. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see ya next time.
See you next week.